Thanks for joining us. I'm Stephanie Molina. Clara has the night off. Here's what we're working on for you.
Two sides of one story and a potential desalination project caught in the middle. I'm Drew Bishop, and I'll tell you why one San Antonio company plays a big role in Corpus Christi's water future.
I'm Jacob Daniels, and flooding may be in the forecast for Padre Island. And coming up, I spoke with some local businesses on what they're expecting and how you can prepare.
We will get to those top stories in just a moment, but first, our weather team is tracking rain for your weekend. They're also keeping an eye on the tropics. Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lara joining us now with the latest. Stephanie, what can you tell us about that?
Well, there's been a lot of chatter. Hot topic in the tropic indeed. So we talked about this a little bit on Wednesday. I want to reassure folks and say we're not expecting tropical trouble. If anything, a tropical friend is going to help give us some more of what we've been praying for, some rainfall. So let's take a look at what's going on our tropical infrared satellite. So a lot of bright colors here that tells us we have very cold, tall, blossoming clouds, and you can see a good deal of that in the Bay of Campeche and right off of the Yucatan Peninsula. So this is where we are watching for tropical something. There really isn't anything there right now. It's just a group of thunderstorms that is a little suspicious. So the National Hurricane Center has been keeping an eye on this because whenever there's anything that's suspect, they have to keep an eye on it. That's their job. They're the National Hurricane Center. But I also want to address this, the percentages of development, the chance of development. That has gone up a little bit. This is still not changing our level of concern. 20% chance of development into something tropical over the next 2 days. Over the next 7 days. Still not much of a concern for us. We were expecting rainfall anyways. We were expecting rough conditions along the beach anyways, because that's what we've had since last weekend. But the benefit will be all of this water could help us out. I'll explain how that factors into your weekend rainfall forecast and your full forecast ahead.
I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Jacob Daniels, and Corpus Christi may see a few inches of rain in the near future. And for businesses underneath the JFK Causeway, that means empty parking lots and empty registers. I spoke with those local businesses to see what they can expect.
The ground is already soaked, and that means the risk for localized flooding is high, and businesses near the water are preparing for that impact. I spoke with the owner of Billings Bait and Tackle, who says flooding parking lots hurt business.
That'll pretty much shut it down if the parking lot gets full of water, because people don't want to drive into salt water, which I don't blame them. But yeah, that'll kill it.
If you want to get ahead of the storm, the city of Corpus Christi is giving away free sandbags, and you can pick them up Saturday at the Cabinets Athletic Complex on Saratoga Boulevard. The event runs from 8 in the morning until noon.
Hey everyone, I'm Drew Bishop, and a new option for desalination may have hit a roadblock. Here's what we know.
CPS has indicated to us, their CEO, Rudy Garza, that they, being CPS Energy, wants to deal exclusively with the city. Not with anybody else.
Let's break this down into simpler terms. The Barney Davis Power Plant, which sits along the Laguna Madre in Flower Bluff, has been discussed as a potential desalination location for decades. City Council voted unanimously in March to explore options for desal at the location. But the city has to work with CPS Energy, who owns the property. Now here's where Axe H2O comes in. Their business proposal narrowed down Barney Davis as the one location for their desal option.
We've down selected, specifically after a meeting with CPS Energy's CEO, Rudy Garza Jr., on the 28th of May.
But when the city received their business proposal, their response was, in short, that if Axe H2O has no land agreement with CPS to use the Barney Davis location, they can't proceed.
A Bevo father is facing a capital murder charge in the death of his baby. 20-year-old John Landreth is accused of killing his 3-month-old daughter. Officers responded to a home on East Whithelm Thursday where the infant died. Police initially arrested Landreth on an outstanding burglary warrant. Investigators say he fought with the officers at headquarters and injured detectives. Detectives later found enough evidence to charge him with his daughter's murder. Police have not released how the baby died.
As more animals become infected with the New World screwworm, different branches of the federal government are escalating their responses, including now the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention confirming to Scripps News the agency has activated a formal emergency response to the New World screwworm outbreak. The health agency is at a level 3 response, considered to be the lowest level, preparing experts in case there is a need to respond to any human needs. Human cases are extraordinarily rare, though U.S. health officials did document a human case in 2025 in a traveler who returned to the States from El Salvador, where the pest is prevalent. It spreads when female screwworm flies lay eggs on open wounds in warm-blooded animals. Maggots then eat the living flesh. The FDA also stepping up this week, authorizing pet owners to use an emergency medication to treat any infestation that may occur in dogs or cats.
The FDA over the last year and a half has actually worked on authorizing a number of products, both under conditional approval as well as emergency use authorization, to allow veterinarians to be fully equipped to not only prevent this, but also treat this if we were to see cases in different species.
The parasite so far has reached only animals, including a dog, goats, and cattle in 2 states, New Mexico and Texas, sparking concern for the cattle industry and fears of possible beef price impacts if more cases develop. Nearby states like Colorado are taking precautions.
It is costly not only to the animal owners, but it's costly to the state and the federal government. And we don't want to let that fly set up a population here in Colorado.
The Secretary of Agriculture announced this week that the calf in which the first U.S. screwworm was found in recent weeks received successful treatment and is now healed.
Again, the spread to humans is very rare, and according to the CDC, no locally acquired human infestations have been reported in the United States. However, if you are in an area where New World screwworm is present, they advise keeping open wounds clean and covered, no matter how small. Lori Jankliha, Scripps News Group.
A mass shooting in Midland left 1 person dead and 9 others injured. Police say 45-year-old Victor Mata Villarreal shot at officers. He then barricaded himself inside an abandoned veterinary hospital. Police used a drone and a robot to search the building. They eventually found Villarreal dead inside. Investigators do not know how he died or what sparked the shooting. 4 of the surviving victims needed surgery. The other 5 are in good condition. Texas Republicans are gathering in Houston for their convention. Delegates are narrowing down policies for their official party platform. Many say reducing property taxes and improving water infrastructure are top concerns. Governor Greg Abbott says protecting the state power grid is also a priority. He wants to add new rules for data centers. The governor wants those facilities to bring down their own power and reuse their own water. Party leaders hope the state legislature will pass laws to address these issues. Construction crews are shutting down lanes on I-37 and the JFK Causeway. Coming up, we have the detours you need to avoid the traffic tie-ups.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
Naval Air Station Corpus Christi has a new leader in charge. Captain Paul Nickel is the new commanding officer for the installation. He took over the role during a command of change ceremony this morning. Captain Nickel relieves outgoing Commander Captain Ty Jurica. Captain Jurica is now retiring from active duty. He wraps up a distinguished career spanning 37 years. His retirement went into effect immediately following today's ceremony. A major road closure could impact your drive downtown tonight. Crews are shutting down all southbound lanes of Interstate 37. The closure runs from US 181 to North Chaparral Street. It starts at 9 o'clock tonight and lasts until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Drivers heading downtown will need to detour onto southbound State Highway 286. You will then exit at Morgan Avenue. Message boards will be set up to help guide you to the area. Expect traffic delays on the westbound side of the JFK Causeway starting Monday. TxDOT is closing a single lane for a maintenance project. Crews will work from every day from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The westbound closures will last throughout the end of June. Then work will switch to the eastbound lanes. Make sure to give yourself extra time if you drive that route.
All right, we're hoping for some rainfall. We've been needing it, but are we going to get a huge downpour like many of us have been thinking about? The answer is yes, but I'll explain when you can expect it and how we can plan around it in your forecast. That's next. Happy Friday. It is the start of the weekend, and just like the past couple of days, we are feeling hot. It is another spicy afternoon here across Coastal Bend, but hey, as promised, it's a little better. We're in the lower 100s. We're not in the middle 100s. We gotta take those small wins. Half sarcasm there, but here we go. We've got 90s on the board for actual air temperatures, 94 in George West. That feels like 105, and that's one of the hottest places around. Today, they actually beat out Falfurrias, which is at 94, feeling like 103. So part of the help today came with a little more cloud coverage, and as many of us learned last night, the clouds do have something they want to tell us. Somebody posted in our Coastal Bend Weather Watchers group, this is not a chispa, and it was 15 minutes of just downpour. We're starting to see a little more action with the rain that's rolling through. So we're going to see more of that, especially heading into the weekend. Eventually, those downpours are going to be pretty constant. That's going to be about Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday time frame. We'll talk more about that in a second because it's a little complicated. We got something tropical to talk about too. But for tonight, if you're trying to go for a walk, peanut and jelly probably are. Our friends over at Line of Utah bring you this dog walking forecast, and it's not a bad one. Aside from maybe a stray little chispa, we still have some of those darting across the radar. Should be a pretty pleasant night if you don't mind the heat. Cooper and Lola do not like this heat, and so they will only cooperate with going outside at night. If your pup's like that, here's a gimme for you. We'll be okay with those temperatures dropping into the lower 80s. A little bit of movement in the wind to provide some relief, or at least some distraction for the mosquitoes out there. Let's talk about Saturday. Saturday, rain chances are going to be a little better. Still, it's going to be hot. We're not looking for a washout tomorrow. We're going to have periods of rain. We're going to have periods of sunshine. So starting the morning off, just like we have the past couple of mornings, it's going to be hot, feeling like almost 90 along the coast. And then heading into the late morning time frame, look at how quickly things get out of hand. We're in the upper 90s before lunchtime, so there's an improvement. No triple digits yet. But on the flip side, into the afternoon, some areas that do get rain will probably stay just shy of 100. Areas that don't see as much rain, probably are going to be in those lower 100s again. But again, a little more cloud coverage, a little more rainfall to help us out on Saturday. Now, Sunday, I think, is going to be pretty gloomy. Still, the humidity is the problem. It's not so much the sunshine, the actual air temperature. It is the humidity that makes it very difficult to be outside. Heat risk is going to stay a 2 out of 4, moderate for your Saturday. And on Sunday, it's still going to be very muggy, even with the gloomy skies out there. Hopefully some more rainfall to come in and bring some sort of relief. But here's a look at the radar so far. The big weather picture shows more of these chispas, or really what's on the what I like to call hardy chispa scale here. We're getting little brief downpours. They move through quickly, but there's more of them today because we're starting to see a little more of the help from upstairs in the atmosphere. Things a little unsettled with a front in northern Texas. That's a part of our forecast from Monday and Tuesday, where these bars just kind of go right to the tippy top. Numerous showers expected later on Monday and into Tuesday. I do think Monday and Tuesday are going to be a washout. I would not hope to make many outdoor plans on Monday and Tuesday, and we will be watching for the potential, maybe, for some flooding if we do see a lot of rain in repetitive areas in a short period of time. What's giving us all the extra water? This group of thunderstorms in the Bay of Campeche. So the National Hurricane Center is keeping an eye on this. They have since said that we've got about a 20% chance of development. This doesn't change the concern for us here on the West Gulf Coast. This is not expected to be tropical trouble for us, but it's a lot of water in the air. It's going to be coming our way, and so we're expecting generous rainfall, totals that are a number of inches, 2, 3, 4 inches possible here locally. Most of that in our northern neighborhoods up toward the Victoria Crossroads. Now for the 7-day forecast, we have many days that will offer an opportunity for rainfall. But again, I think those tropical downpours will be most generous on Monday and Tuesday. So keep an eye on the weather as we head through the next 7 days.
Now, local events and fun things to do. It's Coastal Bend Weekend with the Hoffmans. Sponsored by Corpus Christi Events Calendar.
You'd think after all these years we'd run out of plans for weekends, but somehow the Coastal Bend keeps proving us wrong.
That's right. From luxury wins to cultural fun, here's a look at what's happening in your neighborhood.
In Robstown, a game of bingo could come with a designer label.
Burn Pits 360's third annual Designer Bag Bingo fundraiser is taking over the Richard Borchard Regional Fairgrounds Saturday, starting at 1 p.m.
Isn't she beautiful?
While players are hoping to score a luxury handbag, the bigger win is the cause behind it.
Proceeds benefit Burn Pits 360, which advocates for veterans affected by toxic exposure during their service.
Over in Corpus Christi, the spotlight shines on Mexican culture and tradition.
The 28th annual Mexico Fiesta y Tradición returns to Texas A&M Corpus Christi's Performing Arts Center Saturday evening.
The program features live mariachi music, colorful folklorial performances, and visiting dancers from both sides of the border. The best part, tickets won't cost you a thing. Doors open at 4:30 p.m., show starts at 5.
Meanwhile, the Texas State Museum of Asian Cultures is celebrating Filipino Independence Day with an afternoon filled with food, music, games, and community.
The Filipino Fiesta runs from noon until 5 on Saturday and offers a chance to experience traditions that have traveled thousands of miles to the coastal bend.
And if you'd rather be in the kitchen than the crowd, you can start your Saturday by learning how to make pancit, a popular Filipino noodle dish.
The morning cooking class will be hosted by Mimi's Kitchen Boss over at the museum at 10 a.m. before festivities begin.
For something a little louder, Battle on the Bay brings custom cars and live entertainment to the Hilliard Center Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Expect polished paint and enough horsepower to keep car enthusiasts talking long after the show ends. Kids 12 and under get in free.
And in Portland, there's a chance for little ones to make a big splash.
The Portland Aquatic Center is hosting exclusive swim time for tots and their parents starting Saturday from 10 a.m. to noon.
Admission is $5 and kids 2 and under are free.
For more details on events happening in your neighborhood, just visit our website.
And if you want your event featured, make sure you send us a message. From the studio, I'm Michelle Hoffman.
And I'm Brian Hoffman. Have a great weekend.
Some local teens are trading their summer break for search and rescue. Coming up, we will show you how local high schoolers are learning to save lives.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
High school students in Corpus Christi are getting a crash course in saving lives. The National First Responder Training Complex wrapped up its 4th annual junior camp today. 9th graders through 12th graders spent the week learning how to respond to real-world emergencies. They got hands-on experience with fire response and hazmat scenarios. Camp organizers say it is all about introducing teens to a potential career.
What we're really looking for is trying to bring up the next generation of our future firefighters. So this exposes them to it. It allows them to play with it. They get quality instruction from our instructors here, so they get a little taste of what it's like to be a first responder.
Students also have the chance to walk away with a CPR certification. If you missed out this year, you can expect the camp to return next summer. And grab your popcorn because it is National Movie Night. The holiday falls on the 2nd Friday of June every year. It celebrates the tradition of watching films with friends and family. You can catch a flick at the theater or right on your couch. It is a perfect excuse to enjoy Hollywood's latest hits. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And speaking of movies, Pixar is giving us a sneak peek at a future hit. The studio just released a trailer for a new film called Gatto. It is about mobster cats in Italy. Actors Lawrence Fishburne and Mark Ruffalo voice the main characters. The creators behind the hit made this new film. Gatto hits the theaters next March. I love that.
We'll have to see this together.
We should, because we're both crazy cat ladies.
Yes, we are.
Well, Stephanie, can you tell me, is it going to be raining cats and dogs this weekend?
Ooh, you know what? I like that. That's a good question because, yes, I think Monday and Tuesday we're going to see our fair share of some downpours. Those are the 2 days I'm highlighting. I would call those washouts, honestly. So this weekend, we can plan around pretty easily for Saturday. Sunday is going to be gloomy, but you could probably still get out and about and do stuff. Things get a little tough Monday and Tuesday. We're going to have a lot of rainfall that comes through at times, heavy downpours at times, and then things dial back a bit Wednesday and Thursday. The amount of heavy rainfall we see is going to be dependent on what's going on in the Bay of Campeche because that's our boost, if you will. But either way, I still think we can maybe have a movie day on Monday, Tuesday. Kids will like that.
Maybe. Well, that's all their time for now. We'll be back at 6 with more news from your neighborhood. Good night.
Bye.